FPS here with another episode of Swarm with Every Weapon. I'm not going to waste your time. You have basic literacy skills. I trust that you can read, so you know what this is about. You've read the title. As a great late Blame Truth would say, I have something I want to get off my chest. Unless you live under a rock, you're already aware that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. This is 2 or 3 days after it, but I'm pissed off about it. A lot of people are pissed off about it, and I wasn't a big fan of his or anything. I mean, I've seen his podcast. I've seen him in podcasts on like the Whatever podcast, and I've seen clips of him, but a lot of what he said I disagree with. But that's not what it's about. I mean, if you're a 14-year-old that gets raped, you should get an abortion. If it's incest, get an abortion. I got nothing against gay marriage. There's lots of things he said that I disagree with, but the way people word and frame it and celebrate his death is absolutely disgusting. People saying stuff like, "Oh, he wanted gay people to be killed, so who cares?" No, he didn't. That's rubbish. He loved everyone. I can tell that. I've seen him have discussions about transgender people and gay people. How could you say he hates gay people and wants them killed? And then I've asked that on Reddit, which that question gets you downvoted on Reddit, like mass downvoted, and called a bigot and a Nazi, which I'll get into that in a second. But they reference like Leviticus 20:13. I don't know the actual name of the quote. It's something like that. It's basically where it says, "A man shall not lay with another man." But if you actually look any context into it at all, firstly, the verse in the Bible, it's not saying you can't be gay and that you should be stoned to death. And secondly, the way Charlie was talking about it in context, he wasn't saying that he agrees with that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And then this whole, the way people are talking, calling people Nazis and fascists and supporting people getting assassinated in front of their fucking family. He's got kids. And you can tell he loves his kids. You can tell by the way he spoke about them and his wife. And when he was around them, how happy he was. Like, this was a good man, and people were celebrating his death. And that fucking disgusts me. That's why I wanted to make this video. This is not a political channel. It's never gonna be, but I wanted to make this video. Seriously, and I'm not joking, we need mental institutions back. And I'm not saying anyone that says fucked up shit should go to a mental institution. Because firstly, we need to actively, as a society, condemn talk like that. You can't just willy-nilly call people Nazis and fascists and shit. That's like the greatest of the greatest, like, insults. And it needs to come back to that. I mean, great accusations need great evidence. I mean, Nazis were fucking horrible people, and you should not just be calling people that you don't like Nazis. But we need to condemn that. You should, if you actively, on a social media platform, if you celebrate someone getting assassinated, or you call people Nazis and stuff, you should lose your job. That's fucked up. We need to get back to that. You want free speech? Have free speech, but that's not freedom from consequences. This is seriously fucking insulting things. My great-grandfather fought the Nazis, and my wife's grandfather fought the Nazis. And then for people just to throw the word Nazi around to just people they disagree with, if they were alive to hear that, they would be so fucking furious. It is unbelievably insulting. And all this talk, it festers in people's heads, it gets people radicalized, and then the result is an innocent, brilliant man that had nothing but great intention loses his life in front of his children and wife. It's got to stop, and I'm glad that pendulum swing has changed, because it needs to. It's unacceptable the way society, at least the Western world society, has been going right now. All this virtual signaling, people pretending that they're compassionate people, but they're the evil, they're the bad people. The people that are letting homeless people do drugs on the side of the streets in front of people. The people that are letting just horrible people come into a country, you know, like illegal immigrants, or just people from like countries that just do not care about Western values. Like, these people that are pretending to be compassionate are actually the least compassionate people, and they are absolutely destroying society. Like Asmongold, the great Asmongold says, there's 2 types of people that are fucking society up. It's not Islam, it's not fucking terrorists, it's fucking Karens and incels. And I truly do believe that. if the Western world falls, it's not going to be because of a guy called Muhammad. It's going to be a girl called Carol that got into a government position and decided to fuck everything up. I don't know. I have a lot I could get off my chest, seriously. I felt for years like I was becoming radicalized, and I was starting to get gaslit into thinking that maybe I'm some white supremacist or something, because I am white. But it started to shift, and thank God a lot of people, and not just white people, feel the same way as me, because I'm the same as I've always been. I'm the same as society's always been. It's the radicals on the left and the right that have just pushed it to the point where now I fucking seem crazy for having normal positions and just normal attitudes in life. I wake up in the morning, wake my girls up, give them breakfast, take them to school, and I go to work, come home, pick them up, make them dinner. When they're in bed, I play some PlayStation and go to bed. How the fuck is that how am I a horrible person? And that's all I want, and all I want is for other people to, you know, find a husband or wife, you know, have kids, have a good job, spare money to go do what they want, enjoy their hobbies, and just live life. That's what I want for other people. And this whole political crap, it's gone too far, and it needs to stop. And I don't know, I wanted to get this off my chest. Seriously, call it out. If you see someone that's fucking an insane lefty that's saying horrible shit, just call it out. It's got to be called out. It's got to stop. And I think it is starting to. Ironically, I think that, because I'm pretty sure his company was called Turning Point America, and ironically, I think his death has woken up a lot of people, and it has me. I've always felt this way, but now I feel compelled to speak it. So anyway, that's all I have to say. We'll go back to normal Call of Duty live comms, but since this is a shotgun gameplay, I just wanted to get it out of the way. I had something to say, so thanks for listening. Bye.